Hello there. So today I'm going to talk about how to tie a tie. This is a skill that every man should have, and they should pass it on to their sons. So every boy should also have this skill. I did not learn how to tie a tie from my father. I was raised in a single parent home by my mother. She never taught me how to tie a tie. I actually learned how to tie a tie from Drill Sergeant Ohlenmacher in basic training in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, around March of 1987, something like that. But this is the only way I know how to tie a tie. My daughters did enter me in, it was like a tie the quarter club thing at one time when they were younger. And I would get a tie 4 times a year, and they would have a sheet in there that would show different ways to tie ties. I never learned any of those. The way Drill Sergeant Ohlenmacher taught me is the way I tie it today. And so I'm going to pass that on to you. I did learn to tie a tie and with a tie just like this. This may be the actual tie, but this is an Army issue tie from the United States Army. It is black. I'm wearing a black shirt. It's hard to see that, so I'm not going to use that one to show you, although I still have it. I'm going to use this yellow one here, and we'll walk through this, and hopefully I can illustrate it, and when you finish, you can understand how to tie a tie. First thing you need to do is make sure that your tie is about the appropriate length. My bride says your tie needs to come about to the top of your belt buckle, and so what I'm going to do is start about right here, and we'll see how it works out. In the end, what you're going to do is pull this to tighten up the tie. You're going to actually pull the skinny short end, tail end, I guess, if you will. So I have the fat end. I'm going to call this the fat end. It's in my right hand. And then the skinny end, or the tail end, in my left hand. And so that's where I'm going to start, and we'll see how that works out. Okay? So we'll see if we can do this with my beard, but we'll bear with me here. All right, so start with your fat end in your right hand and cross it over. So you cross over the skinny end, right? And now you're going to take the fat end and run it up from, around behind and up through that hole. Take this finger, you're using this finger to run it up there like that, and then take this finger and poke it in there and hold it. Just like that, you're holding it there. And then you pull the whole tie through. So now you've wrapped it around there. And then you're going to wrap it around behind. So you got the skinny end here. Your fat end, go behind the skinny end, and then up and through that hole. So you come back down. And so what you've done, you've just sort of wrapped the fat end around the skinny end twice, and you made this sort of a V shape. You can see that V shape. All right, this is the last point that you can tighten this part of this knot. Once we go past this point, you can't tighten this knot anymore, right? So you want to make sure everything's right and you're ready to go. And when you're ready to go, you're going to make that, the part of the knot that's visible. And so we're going to do that by just crossing the fat end over the skinny end like that. And now take this finger and hold it like this. You're going to hold your fat end out. And we're going to run around behind this, back up through the hole. So go up through the hole. See, I've just pushed the tie up through the hole. Pull it all the way through. Like that. And now you're going to take the tie and push it through there where you had your finger. And you brought it through that loop. Like that. You see, this is the loop we made when we went around the front. Then we pass it up through the hole and back down through that loop. And this is where you tighten the tie. Tighten it up right there. And you generally have a little crease right here because this part is tighter than this part up here. And then you pull the skinny end, tighten the tie up. Step back and look. See, about the top of the belt buckle. And there you go. So tighten it up, make it look a little better. Put your collar down, and you're ready to go. So that's how I tie a tie. I tie it the way Drill Sergeant Ohlenmacher taught me. I learned a lot in basic training, United States Army, and I retain a lot of it today. So once you learn something, from those guys who have knowledge passed on to you, you hold on to it. So that's what works for me mostly.